Hey guys, welcome to Lake Stevens Auto Detailing. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. Today we've got this 1980 Chevrolet Corvette. It's got the 5.7 liter, the 350 cubic inch V8, and I think it's a 4-speed automatic. Anyway, we're going to be doing an interior-exterior detail on this. It's fairly clean vehicle. It's kind of garage kept and kept under cover, so doesn't see a whole lot of junk and stuff. It's got a whopping 17,000 miles on it, which is pretty impressive for a 40-plus-year-old vehicle. And yeah, the paint's in pretty good shape, and it's just a clean vehicle. So owner's getting ready to sell it. He just wants to get it tidied up, get that last little bit of cleanliness on there. And so we'll just go through, give it a nice deep clean. We're going to go through and get the engine bay. Then we'll be doing a rinseless wash and decontamination and paint protection on the single stage paint. So everything's looking pretty decent to start off with. A little bit of crumbs and dust and stuff, but yes, I can't believe this thing only has 17,000 miles on it. So it looks pretty new on the inside. I mean, I haven't seen anything cleaner that's this old. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen a Corvette this clean, or any vehicle from around 1980 that looks in this great a shape after being all original, not restored at all. Things first, after doing the walkthrough, I'll be taking these T-top covers, the little removable kind of glass covers on the top of the vehicle where moonroof or sunroof would be. These are removable in two pieces, so they give you nice little Corvette covers to keep them. You can transport them and don't have to worry about them getting busted up and stuff like that. So we took that out of the way. Do a preliminary vacuum on the trunk mat and the floor mats, and then we'll pull those things out. So get them out of our way and continue on with the deep clean in the carpets and stuff, get everything all wiped down and stuff. But the first storage compartment closest to me is for like a CD player, and then the other one, that's where they keep the battery. So it's kind of an interesting little storage spot for them to put the battery. I guess it's better weight distribution or something like that. But yeah, the engine bay is pretty packed with the engine and stuff, so there's not a whole lot of room. So I understand kind of why they do that. The door panels and the back sides of the seats had a fair bit of carpet on there. It's kind of interesting to see how they did their design and things for cars back in the 1980s. But we'll go through and vacuum all the carpeted areas and get a nice deep clean, get everything taken out from the carpets and stuff. There wasn't any stains or anything, so it was pretty straightforward. But we're just getting any hairs, little dust pieces, stuff like that out of the cracks of the seat and stuff like that. So we'll get this thing squared away and looking as good as she can. The thing that sucks about this particular Corvette is there's no back trunk lid that opens or anything like that, so you gotta kind of crawl through the back seats and get through and get everything wiped up and vacuum through there. So getting in there is not the easiest for a bigger guy like me, but I could kind of use my length and stuff on there, so I wasn't like had my knee on the seat and stuff like that. So it wasn't terrible, but it was kind of weird not having a trunk on a vehicle where you could get in through the back and just access to vacuum and clean things out from there. This vehicle is pretty clean on the interior overall, so I'm just using a rinseless wash solution, and I'm able to get everything cleaned up. Now there's some areas that there's a fair bit little amount of dirt and stuff that's coming off there, but overall this is not bad at all for typical vehicles that I detail. Sorry, I can't speak. This one's looking pretty darn good, so we'll get this thing all wiped down. No need to use an all-purpose cleaner or anything crazy. Don't need any APC or anything like that. This is older leather. We want to keep it supple. We don't want to dry it out or anything. So we're just going to use the least aggressive method to get the best results. This thing's already looking pretty clean, but we're just going to go through and go ahead and wipe everything down, give it a nice clean, and then go through with a dry towel and remove any rinseless moisture residue that's left over from wiping with the rinseless dampened cloth. When I'm working on detailing older vehicles like this, or like classic cars, show cars, anything like this, doing a good thorough job. Speed and efficiency is not really the name of the game on these older vehicles. It's more so just slowing down, making sure you do a good thorough job, not being in a rush or anything like that, because we don't want to damage the vehicle. We don't want to be pulling off labels and markers and leather off the vehicle. We don't want to be causing any damage, so we're just going to be taking our time with this, doing a good thorough job, and using the least aggressive chemicals to get a good result. So that's the name of the game. I had the doors open for kind of an extended period of time while I was doing the interior detail and stuff. I just hooked up the battery tender to the battery just to give it a little bit of a top off so we didn't drain the battery down too low. Not sure what the state of the battery was and or how old it was, so just trying to cover my bases so we don't have a problem when the customer goes to leave their vehicle. And have a dead flat battery. That wouldn't be very good. So we're going to be pulling off these removable T-tops here one at a time. We'll be nice, real gentle and stuff, and then we'll be able to take this thing, we'll just crack the seal loose, and then we'll be able to pull them right off. As you see, they come off pretty easy. Just want to make sure and have two hands on there so nothing snags, you don't drop it on the vehicle, they don't cause any damage or anything. Customer asked for me to clean inside this channel here, so we'll get this all clean. We'll do the one at a time. Just to make sure everything fits back in how it's supposed to. Just gotta sit on my dirty rag bucket. So we'll wipe this all down, and then we'll put it back after I wipe all this down. I think so far I've only had, this would be my second request to clean around the sunroof channel or T-top channel, kind of top of the convertible or whatever you'd want to call that, or the top of the vehicle area where it's got different things that rest on there, whether it's a convertible top or removable T-tops or sunroof or moonroof or whatever. I've only had that happen twice where customer kind of wants that cleaned up and stuff. I'm kind of curious. Let me know in the comments below if you guys ever have customers that want these areas cleaned that don't typically get cleaned. Right now for my glass cleaner I'm using the tire, or not the tire, but the window cleaner from Stoner Car Care. It works pretty good. I also use the foaming glass cleaner from Griot's Garage. I'm curious, what do you guys use? Do you guys use like an isopropyl mix? Do you have some sort of like homebrew that you concoct to avoid using a glass cleaner and paying that price, or do you guys have a certain brand or something that you prefer? Let me know in the comments below what you like using for cleaning glass on vehicles. Normally when I do an engine bay detail, I'll use like a diluted APC, and I'll pressure wash the engine bay down and give it a good scrub with some soapy water. This engine bay wasn't too bad, and there's a lot of kind of electronics and things I didn't want to get soaked, and so it just didn't make sense to be pressure washing the whole vehicle. Especially being older vehicle from 1980s, I don't know how delicate the electronics and things are on there. I didn't want to cause possible issues. I know the more modern vehicles, the electronics and things are a bit more sealed up. This thing's got a distributor and other things where I don't want to have water go into the air intake on accident or anything like that. So I just did a rinseless wash, gave it a good wipe down and clean, got everything wiped up as best I could, and then I did use a little bit of CarPro Pearl, diluted 1 to 5, for shining up some of the plastics and stuff. But this thing didn't need too much of a scrubbing, but we just got in there and wiped any little oil residue, any bits that looked kind of dirty and stuff, to get this thing cleaned up as best we could. Before I do a contact wash on the exterior of the vehicle, I'm just going to use my pump sprayer and spray on the DIY detail rinseless wash. It's just the standard dilution, 256 to 1, so it's only 1 ounce of the rinseless to every 2 gallons, so it goes really far. But yeah, we're just going to spray it on all over the vehicle, get some of that dirt emulsified and trapped within that solution. And then what I'll do is I'll kind of section it out. I'll get the top and the sides, and then kind of the bottom, and we'll go through and wash every panel or area twice, and then I'll go through and clay towel the vehicle, and then we'll spray on some protection and dry the vehicle off, get some tire shine on there, and get this thing looking nice and shined up and protected for the next new owner that buys this. hold on detail on this. Get this as clean as I could.